It's day 2 of boot camp on Upper Nisbet Farm. After yesterday's harvesting task, the apprentices are back out in the rain to find out from our judges Carl and Robert what's in store for them today. Any guesses?
Good morning apprentices and welcome to day 2. Today's challenge is about selling prime stock to the butcher market through the live auction system.
The teams for today are Team 1, Ben, Florrie, Helena, Josiah and Lucy, and Team 2, Charlie, the 2 Jesses, Rebecca and Toby. Good luck with the challenge.
And we're off! The first part of the task will involve each team selecting 2 cows to send to the live auction ring, with the winning team being decided by whoever's animal fetches the highest price. So what should they be looking for, Robert, to ensure they win?
It's about conformation, fat cover, weight, and all these things are going to be married together to catch the butcher's eye as soon as that animal enters the ring, and it's going to be the correct weight for that butcher.
With that in mind, it's time for the teams to pick their fearless leaders.
Any of you guys are from livestocky backgrounds as such?
I'm not too much.
No.
Dairy mainly.
Yeah.
I can do beef stock judging.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you confident?
Yeah, beef stock judging I am. As a team we decided on me as captain because I'm the one with a bit of knowledge of beef with being on a beef farm.
I have knowledge within this industry and everybody was happy for me to be team captain, so yes, I took the role up.
So it's Team Lucy versus Team Jessica, as both get to work scouting out for the best pick of the herd.
So, Team Lucy.
26
26.
and 244.
244.
The steer we've picked is 26 and the heifer we've picked is 94.
Good choices. I've got a bit of bad news for you though, because
already
the other
picked
team
one.
who came here first picked number 26.
Luckily we've got a backup.
Good. I hoped you were going to say that.
221.
221. Okay. Right, well let's see how they do in the market.
Decision made. The apprentices can now be told the weight of the animals they've chosen.
Okay team, would you like to find out the weight of the animals you selected?
Yes, please.
That's the weight, the actual weight last Wednesday, down that column, so that's the average.
652 kilo.
So that's the heaviest animal in there, so well done. So that will gross quite a bit, but pence per kilo will be slightly less.
And we're feeling really confident about our decision. We all agreed on it as a team and they were the 2 animals we wanted the most.
We had a slight hiccup in that one of the teams had already selected our steer. However, we had selected a backup and there is very little between the 2.
With the first part of the task out the way, both teams will now need to prepare their cows to ensure they catch the eye of the buyers at the live auction.
The aim is dress your animal and present it. You get 20-30 seconds to sell that animal, so it has to catch the eye of the butcher.
Make it look pretty.
You said it, Lucy.
Dressing the cow was really, really fun. I do quite like my makeup, as you can probably tell. So I think it was more like you focus on the head and all the little small details, and then the rest can focus on the big body, and they have more experience in that area too.
The team's getting on really well. Everyone's working on different bits and we're working as a team really well. These are stunning animals. They're cracking.
Everybody seems to be mucking in, but vegan Florrie seems a little uncomfortable. What's on your mind, Florrie?
Being a vegan, obviously, I would choose to do something differently, but I understand that people do this every day.
That's what gets me when vegans start being activists and doing nasty things. You know, I don't go around targeting vegans because they're vegan. I don't care. I haven't got a problem with it as long as everybody's sensible about it.
Do you know what I'd really like to see? Like, I'd love to see just more working together.
Yeah.
I would just love to see that gap bridge. We're not vegans and farmers. We are all working together to produce food for everyone.
And most farmers, the welfare of their animals, they put before their own health.
Hopefully, you know, in 10 years' time, we'll all be working together.
Yeah.
You can eat what you want.
Exactly.
Do it right.
Nobody makes you. You eat what you want. It's your choice. Freedom of choice.
Well, that could have gone either way. But principles aside, how are the rest of the team getting on?
I don't use a hairbrush much myself, so it really is an experience.
I think we're doing really, really well. So myself and Charlie have some clipping experience. Mine's with dairy cows, however his is with beef. So we're both used to clipping animals before.
Whoa lass, keep still.
Well, that's nice and warm. Oh, pucker. Oh, look at that. Smart.
Yeah, Team Lucy, I would suggest they've not got as much experience in the team. Jessica's team is ahead, in my opinion, just because of experience and knowledge, and just get on with it. Right guys, time up. Happy?
I hope so. Yeah.
Well, we'll let it out into the pen and have a look at it out in the pen.
As a team effort, we've done brilliantly. I think we stand a good chance.
With the cows prepped and ready, they're sent off to auction where they'll be sold later today. In the meantime, the apprentices head in from the rain to be briefed on the final part of the task. Under Carl's orders, both teams will need to devise sales pitches that promote the overall quality, welfare and sustainability of the beef from Upper Nisbet Farm, with the hope of securing an order from a local butcher and a beef buyer.
When it comes to the pitch, you can have no more than 2 people pitching, so you'll need to decide who's going to actually do the pitch. Good luck.
Team leader Jessica turns to her team to see if she has any budding sales stars in the ranks to help lead the pitch.
So who would like to speak?
I wouldn't mind if no one else is offering, but if anybody else wants to speak, well, I'm happy to speak.
I don't mind doing it, but I'm happy
I think we're all happy.
Yeah.
So everyone's pitching?
The main start is to sell the animal itself. You want to talk about cuts of meat.
Yeah, definitely. Convince them that it's the best animal there. The sustainability, I think, needs to be something that we need to focus on to start with, sort of linking that into the environment.
So our pitch is going to be separated into 2 points, is how good the animal is and how sustainable it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lucy's been a really, really good leader so far, and she's taken into account that me and Florrie are a little bit new to all this sort of side of things. She's making sure that we're getting involved. It is quite hard when everyone else knows what they're doing in this sort of area.
This is quite a high strength for me. I've done beef stock judging, young farmers. We've got a beef farm, we sell it locally to our own butchers, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, as it's something I want to do in the future.
It would be a wise decision for Lucy to pick a peer that does have some sort of public speaking experience. Who would it be? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Can't give too much away, can I?
Ooh, the suspense.
Yeah, I've grabbed the bull by the horns with this task, but it's really helpful having the team I've got. They're all so passionate and they want to win just as much as I do. I'm definitely going to deliver the pitch, and then I've seen that Rebecca has some public speaking with young farmers. However, Charlie was very enthusiastic and I don't want to dim that enthusiasm. These are my 2 contenders. So, Charlie, your passion and enthusiasm is amazing. You will be an amazing speaker, I'm sure. I would be more inclined to go with Rebecca, but I really don't want to dim your passion and your enthusiasm.
I'm happy.
If that's okay.
Yeah,
Are you happy doing that?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay,
It's
I'm
easier,
told.
yeah, coming from the team leader,
Purely
that's fine.
for
Yeah.
experience purposes.
Yeah. I would have liked to it, but we're a team, so we've all got to work as a team. You got to win some and you lose some, as long as we win the challenge as a team later.
Oh, Jessica, how could you crush a young boy's dreams like that? But nevertheless, it'll be Rebecca pitching alongside Jessica, and Lucy has chosen none other than Ben to present with her. Now the teams just have to put the finishing touches to their presentations.
Shh, you can't tell anybody, but I've brought my jacket and tie, so fingers crossed, but don't tell anybody that.
It's weird not seeing you in red.
Yeah, I know. I don't normally wear red. It's not my colour. What is happening here?
We've not got time for this, boys.
Sorry, thank you.
I want at least 5 run-throughs.
With Team Lucy suited and booted, Team Jessica set out to find a handy prop they've spotted to wow the judges with.
Saw that Robert used to pin the cuts of meat on a cow, so I enlisted you to help me haul the cow across the yard.
It was heavy, it was so heavy.
This is brilliant. We've got a life-size cow, probably life-size in terms of weight as well.
Still very happy, very confident. No regrets.
We want to win, we don't want whatever forfeit it is.
It's only calm because we've given her some anaesthetic.
Both teams are finally ready for their big moment. But first, let's meet the experts they'll be pitching to.
So today I'm looking for the apprentices to really show, as much knowledge as they've gained, because at the end of the day they're selling us their farm, their beef, so just confident in what they're telling us.
They've been on the farm here for how long now? For 2 or 3 days, and they've seen them from the start to the finish. So effectively we want to see how good they are at recognising what is the best quality beef there is.
I think it helps when they're pitching to us, if they're not too scripted, a bit laid back, free-flowing.
Up first, it's Team Lucy. And whilst we know Ben's certainly got the gift of the gab, will Lucy be able to get a word in edgeways?
Good afternoon, I'm Ben Neal and this is Lucy Neal. We are the part of the Neal family.
Sorry?
Are you related to the Neals here, are you?
Yeah, they're cousins of ours, you see.
I'd like to see a DNA test, please.
So yeah, we're a part of the Neal family and we farm here at Apprentice Farm.
One of the main points is our traceability. We've got a record and we know the background of every single cow. So we start with stock we buy from my brother's farm, which is 18 miles away. We're very proud to say we're part of Scotch Beef, and this helps us maintain our high standards and welfare of the animals.
The main thing really is what are you guys looking for? We're telling you everything that we're doing with our animals and that what we're trying to push and all the rest of it, but is it what you're wanting? I think we really need to work closely together to ensure that both, all the requirements are met and that we are producing what you are wanting to sell, what your consumer is wanting to buy.
How did you guys think the presentation went then?
They crushed it.
Yeah.
They done so good.
I thought they were good.
Yeah, they did well.
I think it went really well. I don't think we could have done much better.
No.
I think we knew the answer to every question they did.
I think we confused the hell out of the judges by saying that I was Ben Neal and that you were Lucy Neal. It was like, oh, so are you related to Robert? Oh, it's a small world, isn't it? I don't think you'd be related to them. What a coincidence.
So, a tough act to follow, it seems. How will Team Jessica's sales skills stack up?
Here at Upper Nesbitt, our meat is produced to the Farm Assured standard. It has a very low carbon footprint and is produced in a very self-sufficient way here on the farm.
We select bulls with the genomics to produce the highest quality cuts, including the fillet, the loin and the top side. Upper Nesbitt has high animal welfare that is demonstrated through low cattle stress. This is beneficial as the cattle have lower cortisol levels, which increases meat quality. So, to conclude, Upper Nesbitt has multiple accolades, including Beef Farm of the Year in 2006, Mixed Farm of the Year in 2017, and Robert also achieved Farmer of the Year in 2017 as well. Robert's passion and devotion to his livestock is demonstrated through his quality and consistency. I hope this has been a good insight into our beef here at Upper Nesbitt Farm. We hope you are interested in buying our produce.
Thank you very much for listening. Do you have any questions?
Well, that was certainly very informative. Clearly they should stick to farming though. The stage is not their calling.
With the presentation, I was really quite nervous at first, more nervous than I thought I'd be.
Were you sad that you didn't get to present?
Did you want to present?
Yeah.
I did want to present, but just as much as you two. So there's no hard feelings. I wouldn't have done anything differently. I think she's done an amazing job. No regrets.
Win.
Are we going to win today?
I can't comment.
I think we've done really well in all factors of today.
It's going to be very much like yesterday. I mean, there was 20 seconds in it yesterday, wasn't there? And I think it's going to be just as tight today, so we'll have to wait and see what they say.
So that's what the apprentices think. But more importantly, what are the experts' thoughts on their performance?
So Brian, what did you think about Ben and Lucy's presentation?
I thought they were very, very confident, especially Ben. Very good presentation.
Yeah, Ben's got no livestock experience.
None
I thought he had a good...
Lucy's the one with the livestock experience.
Is that right? Well, you just showed you. We
I thought he had a good knowledge on the arable side.
Very good knowledge of the arable side as well, and that's maybe helped them, hasn't it? It's great. They're both very good, though. They're very confident.
They spoke really well in their presentation. I liked how positive they were on the connection between the farmer,
to the butcher, because sometimes there is, you know, a bit of a disconnect there, and they were good how they spoke. That's really important.
So how about the other team? How about Jess and Rebecca? How did they do?
I think they were very good as well, because they had done their research.
How did you feel about the way the two teams presented your farm, Robert?
They'd done a lot of research and you know, done a lot of work behind the scenes, and it came across well. They were passionate. You could tell that, you know, the passion for the industry shone through in both teams. I mean, at the end of the day, Anna, who would you purchase product from?
Personally, I would say Ben and Lucy. They were a bit more free-flowing.
They came across a bit more naturally.
Yeah,
Well, by the sounds of it, the content was pretty similar, but you thought the way it was presented was better with Ben and Lucy.
The content was, you know, they spoke about similar things and had similar questions, but I think Ben and Lucy just had a overall.
So it looks as if the future is bright for Scotch beef. If we've got Ben on side promoting Upper Nisbet and Scotch beef, we're on to a winner.
2 thumbs up for Ben and Lucy then.
So Team Lucy seem to have nabbed a win in the pitch task, but we've still yet to hear whose cows went for the biggest price in the live auction earlier today.
Okay, apprentices, we've reached the end of another long day. There were 3 parts to the challenge today. First, you picked 2 animals for each team to take to market. Secondly, you prepared those animals for the market. And then finally, you pitched to a butcher and an auctioneer.
3 tasks, and the final task, it comes down to the numbers on the board. We had a difference of £127.34 between the animals that were sold. So Team Jessica, your amount came to £2,697.24. So well done. But Team Lucy, your amount came to £2,824.58. So more money in the pocket for me. Well chosen, well done. You are the overall winners, Team Lucy.
Congratulations. So the great news is tonight we've got a hog roast thanks to Massey Ferguson that we're all going to enjoy. I said that there was going to be a reward for the winning team and a forfeit for the losing team. So the winning team gets to enjoy their hog roast served to them by the losing team. So enjoy tonight, but Jessica, your team's got some work to do tonight.
So it's very disappointing because I'm a team leader, so the fault should really be placed on me.
I think it's always easier to find faults in yourself. I think that Ben's very good at, he's got the gift of the gab, fair play to him. I'm not as good at speaking off the cuff, so maybe I did that wrong, but I don't know, I think overall I'm not, I think it must have been pretty close.
I think tomorrow's task I might speak up a bit more, and we'll just have to wait to see because I don't know what the task is.
Yeah, we were very happy with that result. I couldn't have asked for a better result really. I think we worked really well together. We kind of like bounced off each other a little bit. I feel it's not as big a forfeit as what we had last night, I'll be honest with you. I think they should have to camp and serve the hog roast.
So as the sun begins to set, I mean, the rain stops falling on day 2. The winners from Team Lucy head over to enjoy their hog roast. But what will they make of the waiting staff?
Good evening, welcome to Shed 3. Shall I sit you down? Follow me, I'll take you to the table. Good morning. Okay, what can I get you? We have hog roast, and then we have 3 different sauces selection.
Lucy, what are you expecting from your waiting staff?
Yeah, candles would have been nice. Spillage!
I'd rather slept in a tent.
Pigs and sheep don't complain, so I think farming's probably easier than waitressing. And if you get it right, then it's better for you.
I'll say animals over people any day.
Yeah.
With food and drink in full flow, the apprentices seem to be enjoying the task so far. But what challenges will day 3 have in store for them? Tomorrow on Farmer's Apprentice.
We're building an electric fenced pen for the sheep.
What are you doing?
Scream! Somebody shout!
Oh, no!